January the 4th, 1994, a packed Anfield Cop about to witness something truly magical. The occasion, Julian, Giggs and John Barnes fit again, forming a partnership down the left-hand side. No Mark Hughes and no Lee Sharp, but this is a team that have put their stamp on the Premiership once again.
The men from Manchester, as you can see, in the all-black strip tonight. United to defend the Kop end in the first half. Surprise selection. Barnes also. The two in tandem down the left-hand side straight away. Fowler going towards the near post. The block by Bruce. The stitches in a lip wound. Rush knocking it down. Ince helping it out. Nigel Clough with the shot. And Fowler's in here! Oh, what a start that would have been.
There's no way he's offside, and when you expect him to tuck it away in the corner.
That's all around Anfield tonight. Well, it was put through there by Clough. They're breaking down some mass defences at Old Trafford. Here's Jones. Schmeichel decides to go, and having made that decision, there was no holding back.
Good example from the goalkeeper. It was a difficult decision to make, but when you...
That's one for Jones to have to come in for. Grobbelaar solved his problems. Cantona. Oh, and Bruce has collected yet another valuable goal for Manchester United. Philip Don, the referee, is concerned about the excessive nature of the celebrations here. But really, you can understand the joy.
Liverpool could be one up.
Chelska's holding his position on the right. Mark Wright couldn't intervene. He's a rampaging Roy Keane. McClare. Barnes still holding on the far side. Dix. Barnes. Using Dix as a decoy. And Barnes, who we've all seen bend them in, even with his right foot coming in on that angle. That's a terrific tackle by Ince. Giggs on the run, McClare keeping pace with him. I don't know whether Giggs has seen him. In the end, there was Robbie Jones getting the better of Ryan Giggs. Wright read it well for Liverpool. Giggs getting a better angle. Well, the sound was that it hit the post and Grobbelaar was just covering it, making sure he didn't get a touch.
Good goalkeeping message.
Oh, there's a mistake by Parker. Now, where does John Barnes go from here? You can see Rush in the middle and Fowler trying to attack. In terms of scoring goals, Liverpool there's a mistake by Ince and Fowler. They might get one here. And Schmeichel stops Fowler from equalising.
Well, this is not an easy chance. It's an uncharacteristic mistake.
12 games. And there's uncertainty between Ruddock and Wright, and Giggs didn't hit it cleanly.
I can't believe that, Martin. I cannot believe that defending. You wouldn't expect it. Well, you would expect to see it with schoolboys. I really.
In recent weeks, Cantona testing their defences again. Time he brought Manchester United here back in 1986. Time he brought them here last March. The side are winning again. And they're winning by 2 goals to 0. A glorious goal from Ryan Giggs. And Jamie Redknapp is punished, and Liverpool, well, have they lost out with just 20 minutes gone against Manchester United and their Anfield since September the 12th. You feel that things could go from bad to worse here for Liverpool. Ruddock getting involved.
Free kick given from outside the box, and United don't have a player in there.
Owen, it's 3! And everything they hit ends up in the back of the net. And even by Manchester United standards, this is simply stunning.
This is incredible, Mark. They didn't have a player. Look, they don't have a player anywhere near the box.
Bruce Grobbelaar has had to... Dix, Redknapp, Clough. Oh, well, they're replying kind. 3-1.
this is a tie that's not normally noted for an abundance of goals. But what?
And here's Giggs. The gauntlet has been thrown down in the context of extreme rivalry between two clubs from the top draw, year in, year out. Keane. Foul by Rush.
I think he turned round, Roy Keane. Suddenly saw it was...
Barnes battled to get it back. Well, it was not a cry of any great conviction from the Kop as McManaman went down. Bruce played the ball. Philip Dom was, 15 yards away. The Fowler's hurt. Ruddock. Off the head of Pallister. Redknapp. Well, everything you see hit towards goal. In a game like this, you expect to see ending up in the back of the net. Put it through to Fowler. McManaman's made a move into the middle now. Fowler against Bruce. For Barnes. Can McManaman get to this one? He does. Wright coming forward. Rush. Can Clough get to this one? He can! It's 3-2! Nigel Clough again!
Oh, this is absolutely incredible stuff. What a marvellous response from Liverpool.
And now the Kop sense that perhaps one of the great recoveries still haven't shown any great conviction in their defending that Manchester United won't score again. And here's Giggs, and they should have scored again. And still they might with Keane, and with Ince, no. Ince again, Parker. Liverpool continue to labour defensively. Off the head of Rob Jones, Cantona with the volley.
Rob Jones, when he should just be defending. And how on earth does Ryan Giggs get nothing on that?
And Bruce Grobbelaar wondering whether he's got to go to his right. He can't go too soon. It's deflected off Redknapp. And any ball into the Liverpool penalty area is inducing panic. And here's Kanchelskis. Giggs.
Wonderful stuff, Mark. Really is.
And still. And Schmeichel handles it. Because there have been ebbs and flows here of the most dramatic nature. And the whistle's gone. Fowler's put the ball in the net. But he was the fouler on Parker. And it's the end of a first half sent from heaven. 5 goals, 3 of them for Manchester United, all cleanly taken. Steve Bruce, Ryan Giggs. Nicely done for Redknapp. Barnes prepared to take on Paul Parker. John Barnes really looking as though he's in the mood tonight. And a kind of exhilaration that must come from participating in a match like this. Certainly, there it is. Cantona and Giggs in the centre, and no one closing Kanchelskis down. And will they pay the price for that? Cantona! Corner.
Well, that's going to be...
Kanchelskis making space for a shot of his own. And again, you feel Graham Souness will be tearing his hair out. It's all with the ball at his feet. Jones. Fowler glanced it on well. Rush is stopped by the whistle for a foul on Fowler.
Yeah, that's a poor decision, Martin. It really is.
On the right end of a 5-2 scoreline. Here's McClare, and Grobbelaar came, and in any case the flag was up.
Well, I think that was an awful
defect doing that now, and it's called a foul on the edge of the area. Fowler started very deep under the force of the shot. And here's Giggs. And Grobbelaar, just when it seemed to be going past him. Cantona torn between applauding the shot and giving Giggs something of an earful for not... The caution came more for something he said after the free kick there. Wright struggling. The shot from Pallister. Everyone wants to get in on the act. Clough, room for Redknapp to turn. Problems for United here. Redknapp and Schmeichel somehow stretched to keep it out.
Well, we were admiring a save from Bruce Grobbelaar.
Julian Dix, who of course packs a punch in the left foot, and Schmeichel. Well, I'm not sure that it was going in, but Schmeichel was taking no chances, and first to join in the applause, the Redknapp, good touch for Barnes, and the return ball, well, even with Schmeichel slipping, he was still able. Fowler from Redknapp, I'm sure he wanted that. Dix can drive on here, rushes in the middle, and was in front of Schmeichel. And would have got to it first. Björneby, who's very left-footed, comes on for McManaman, who's pulled off from the right-hand side. It's a nice touch from Ruddock, sweeping it to Björneby. It needs a good cross from here. They've got it! Neil Ruddock! And this masterpiece of a match has produced another fantastic goal.
This is absolutely sensational, and what a huge part Ruddock plays in it, because he's the one that fed Björneby, and then he did.
Study the scoreline. Liverpool 3, Manchester United 3.
Don't assume that's the end of the scoring.
Bruce, McClare. This is quite magnificent, and this is counted.
I told you there would be chances, and that's one. Great ball from
Well, they'll talk about this night for a long, long time. Graham Souness, who might well have been writing off his side after 23 minutes. They were 3 down. In the end, Neil Ruddock with a really lion-hearted header pulled it back to 3-3 after Nigel Clough had scored twice before half-time to completely change the scenario. The script was just as Manchester United